Adit Datta, who made this possible from London. We had a wonderful India Day in London. Many of you all were with us. For the first time in the Royal College of London, the Indian flag flew along with the British flag. We had a wonderful interaction, academic and social, with the Royal College. The first time they invited us here. So we are making our presence felt across. Very early on, I realized that the youth, obviously, is the future of our country. And with that in mind, we actually formed the Foxy Future, something called the Foxy Future. And that has been given a full platform this year. We have Foxy Future Awards. They've come out with a publication only by the under 40s. Not a senior person has contributed the book, and we'll be releasing that later in this conference. We've started a wonderful new thing called Foxy Has Talent. Doctors work 24/7. This time, we thought, let's see what talent they have. And you'll be surprised, we've been inundated with outstanding talent. And we've had in every zone of India performances by doctors singing, dancing, unbelievable. So we've selected winners, and in our annual conference in Bhubaneswar, we will select the 3 most talented gynecologists other than in their field. So that has been outstanding. We've also instituted the Women Achievers Award. They are not gynecologists, but in every zone of India, we've recognized 3 women achievers who've done outstanding contribution to society and awarded them. I believe communication is the most important thing. And this year we made sure we are continuously communicating because we have 34,000 members. They need to know what's going on. So we started reaching out, a new magazine where we showcase all the wonderful, extraordinary achievements of our Foxy. We publish a magazine for them. We have a Foxy Connect where we talk to our people through that magazine, and we have a Times of Gynecology. So we have all these wonderful things going on. Academics, of course, I think nobody can beat Foxy in academics. We are the most active, hyperactive organization. We've had more than 10 focused conferences, Yuva Foxys. I've finished already more than 200 focused workshops. We've released 7 Foxy focuses already. You all must have received many of them. And then, of course, like I said, we can go on about the conferences and academics. But I'll end with 1 or 2 interesting things that we did. For the first time, we made a promotional video for Foxy. Because Foxy is fantastic, and some people don't know that. And so we made a promotional video for Foxy. And then, of course, we coined a slogan for Foxy. Medical excellence, compassionate care. That is what this conference is all about. And in the evening, to showcase this, we have a very special event. It's called She Matters, Fashion Walk for a Cause. And I have had, I can't tell you how many celebrities from all walks of life, whether it's TV, it's films, it's media. I even have the topmost anchor of Times Now walking for me this evening. They've all to come together for one single cause, that is She Matters. So let me end by just saying, so learn, love, care, and share. That's what it's all about. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Pai. Anyone who's grown up through the 1980s and 90s onwards knows Ms. Poonam Dhillon. There's nothing to introduce there. But I want to just say a couple of things. Right from her debut in Trishul, a Yash Chopra film, through 100 films in over 6 languages, television, theatre. It's been such a wonderful journey for her. But some things that we don't know so much about, she's a political sciences major, and she stood 3rd in the university at graduation. She's committed to a number of social causes, and she is a part of a number of NGOs, and she's done some fabulous work on this front as well. May I invite Ms. Poonam Dhillon to say a few words.
Good afternoon. While I was walking here, my sister said literally a few words. So I've been cut short. Anyway, I don't like to give long speeches, but I'm really so proud today of this amazing gathering and the fabulous work you all are doing. I think Rishma, without all the support of these amazing, very motivated and committed doctors, would not be able to do the tremendous work that she's doing. And well, I I'm the only one in the family who actually wanted to be a doctor. And look where I landed. I ended up playing Doctor in films. So, but I would still like to say that I've learned a lot from them. So sometimes when I'm talking to my friends and I'm giving my gyan, they say, like, you sound like a doctor. I say, yes, by conduction or by whichever way you say, I've learned a lot. And I'm really so happy with the way Gynacs give pleasure and happiness to families, because I'm a proud mother of two, and I have friends who've been deprived of that joy. And I know, in fact, yesterday I met one of our top stars from South. She said, I don't know who's the father of my child, because I chose to take a donor and I have a child at 47. So that is the miracle, I think, you Gynacs give that joy and pleasure to people. So hats off to you all, keep doing the good work, and wish you all the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. May I request Dr. Palshetkar to please give our guest of honor, Ms. Poonam Dhillon, a memento of our acknowledgement of her presence. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this conference is being hosted by several organizations, one of these being the Young Vibrant Maharashtra chapter of ISAR, or MSR. Dr. Nandita Palshetkar holds the prestigious post of chairman of MSR. She is also the president of IAGE and will shortly be installed as the president-elect of FOXI in January 2018. As we all know, Dr. Nandita is a dynamo. 24 hours is not enough. She's an innovator. She's always thinking of new things. And I now invite Dr. Nandita to address this August gathering and to introduce our guest of honor.
Thank you, Sarita, for that lovely introduction. Friends, I think MSR is the youngest. I feel very young. I feel really young. You know, amongst all the stalwarts, Rishma FOXI, MOGS, and EOFOG, I think it's been a wonderful journey. And I would just like to quote, quote Gita, which says, motherhood is the greatest blessing for mankind. I think that is so true. And all of us here are really blessed to be doing in this field. Maharashtra chapter of ISAR, in association of highly skilled and experienced fertility physicians of the state of Maharashtra, we are in a fledgling state. Our founder chairperson was Rishikesh Pai and founder secretary was Sunita, and Rishma took over and she handed over the baton to me, and we are doing a lot of work. You know, over the last 40 years, the practice of infertility has evolved immensely. Advances in technology have greatly improved pregnancy rates all over the world, and more so in India. However, a lot has still to be accomplished as the number of infertile patients are increasing. MSR has pledged to disseminate latest knowledge and training to all its members. More so, it has been my dream actually to see that infertility treatment becomes more cost effective and reaches every strata of our country. And I think MSR has taken this, and along with ISAR, under the leadership of Rishikesh, we've launched this program of free IVF, and MSR has also taken it up under his guidance. Lastly, I think the third-party reproduction is a boon for many couples. And being on the committee, we are on the committee of the Maharashtra government. Pankajaji, it would really be a blessing if you helped us with it and got, there are a lot of indications for third-party reproduction. And that is what we need to tell people. It's not just for, social reasons as has been splashed in the media, but there are genuine patients where it's indicated, and we are working very, very aggressively with the government of Maharashtra also to bring about this law which is pro third-party reproduction. My sincere thanks to all the participants present, and please give us your suggestions and feedback so that we can change things if required. And please join us in the journey towards ensuring our fertility patients experience the priceless gift of motherhood. I think, friends, after this introduction of MSR, I have a fabulous job to do. I can just say beauty is being the best possible version of yourself on the inside and out. And no other person, I think, really proves this right. Shilpa Shetty, our guest of honor today. She's an Indian film actress, businesswoman, producer, former model, and the winner of the British reality series, Celebrity Big Brother 5. And believe me, she's the only Indian over there and she won it. And I think, you know, her presence and the dignity with which she behaved won her a lot of accolades over there. I think hats off, Shilpa. Primarily known for her work in Hindi films, she has also appeared in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada language films. Shilpa Shetty is the recipient of numerous accolades, including 4 Filmfare Award nominations. She later made her acting debut in 1993 thriller Bazigar that earned her nominations for the Filmfare Awards and Best Supporting Actress and the Lux New Face of the Year. She subsequently earned wide recognition with dual roles in 1994 action comedy Maikiladi Tu Anani. In 2000 box office, a hit Bhadkar marked a turning point in her career, earning her praise and Best Actress nominations. You know, in addition to acting in film, Shilpa Shetty is a prominent celebrity and she is very, very vocal about issues such as feminism and animal rights. And you know, you saw her earlier talking about how much she cares for women and women empowerment. She's married Raj Kundra, but I should first say this, a woman so graceful, so fine and beautiful, a woman with a penchant for everything elegant, a woman with poise and refined choice. And that is how she married Mr. Raj Kundra in 2009 and is the mother of a very handsome boy, Vian. And where should we go? Oh, yes, just the final ones. She's a long-time PETA supporter and has assisted in the campaign by posing for her photographs. I would like to just end her introduction by saying she's more than a good woman and a good person. She's a beautiful soul who carries light in her smile and love in her bones. Shilpa Shetty.
Request our guest of honor, Madam Shilpa Shetty, to share her thoughts with us on this occasion.
All the eminent members, and I'm actually in very august company. Madam Munde, and I just want to say that thank you so much for that never-ending introduction, but it was rather embarrassing than flattering. But I would definitely have to say that I feel very proud and very happy and very hopeful because the thought of this initiative was much needed, and I have to congratulate all the people behind it, Foxy, the entire team that's worked so fervently towards actually bringing about an awareness of how important a woman is, a mother is. And I just think as a woman and as someone who has given birth, it is so important to value yourself. And I just said, I think I already discussed that, and I'm just reiterating the fact that it comes a lot from conditioning. So we need to condition our children, and I'm not just saying just the girl child, but also the boys, that girls have to be treated with respect. And it is so important that you don't feel apologetic about taking care of yourself. For me, health is something that cannot be compromised. And I'm going to actually share with you my experience of motherhood, or rather my journey to motherhood, and how important
the gynac in my life was, she's actually present here, Dr. Coelho. So when I discovered I was pregnant for the first time, I was overjoyed, and then I had a miscarriage. And it was devastating. I thought I'd never get pregnant again. And then I was diagnosed, and someone as healthy as me was diagnosed with something called APLA. It's an anti-phospholipid syndrome. I'm sitting in a room of gynecologists, so they would understand what that means. I, as a lay person, didn't know what it meant, but I was very frightened. And I just think that, you know, when we think of motherhood, it should be a very joyous experience, not a fearful one. And the ones that put us at ease are all you wonderful doctors. And you all have that power in your hand to make us feel, you know, important, safe. So I just think this initiative is so important. So obviously from there, the second time I got pregnant, there were these tests that were run, and I had my pregnancy. It was a very difficult one, but all well worth the effort and the pain and those injections and whatever. But I just think that I was privileged enough to have a team to give me that knowledge, to take care of myself and my child, to have a safe delivery. But how many women are really aware that this care should be like an inalienable right? And I really think that, you know, that's the one thing, because we have ma'am sitting here. I think that really, that whole concept of health and value for health and life has to become like a prerequisite. And that is the only thing that I would urge as a woman for people to recognize. And I really think that we're on the right track, and you know, a lot of gratitude from my heart for the people who came up with Manyata. And I really think that if you stay committed with the way you are, and I think that you have set out with the right intention, that like polio, we have eradicated it. I hope if I can play a catalyst in maybe not eradicating, but definitely bringing down the mortality rate at childbirth. It was really scary. It's literally losing a plane full of people every day. So nearly 46,000 women die every year with childbirth, and it is appalling. So saying that, let me end it on a great note, that thank you all for all the support, all the organizations that have come together with this great intent. And I think where there is great intent, there is always success. So hoping that there is success you know, on this journey. And I'm really worried that I really think that Mumbai, no one in Mumbai is delivering at this moment, because all the top gynacs are here. So have a great day, a great afternoon, and kudos to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for those wonderful words and sharing your real life experience with us. We are indeed privileged to have you as our guest of honor this morning. May I request our President, Dr. Rishma Pai, to present our guest of honor, Mrs. Shilpa Shetty, with a token of appreciation. Michelle Obama said, "Communities and countries, and ultimately the world, are only as strong as the health of their women." Improving the quality of maternity services is a priority for India, and FOXI is committed to this cause. FOXI, in partnership with JAPIGO, the international organization with affiliation to the Johns Hopkins University in USA, has developed the Manyata program. I would like to call upon our extremely dynamic past president of FOXI, Dr. Hema Divakar, to tell us about this exciting new project. Dr. Hema Divakar, apart from being a leading gynecologist, has a vision to improve healthcare services for the women of India. She is currently the Foxy Ambassador to FICO. Madam, over to you.
Thank you, Sarita. Distinguished guest, Srimati Pankaja Munde, who heads the right kind of departments where we see the unmet need, the rural, the women, and the children. And Poonam Dhillonji, who is a consistent and constant support not only to Reshma but to Foxy, to many of us on many, many occasions. The newly declared brand ambassador for Manyata, Shilpa Shetty, and my very beloved friends who hold today very prestigious position in office in this great organization, Dr. Reshma Pai, the president, Dr. Rishikesh Pai, the secretary, Dr. Vanita Rao, president of the Mumbai OBGYN Society, our distinguished guests from overseas, our stakeholders and partners who are the invited guests for this occasion, my very beloved fellow Foxians, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sarita, for that introduction, saying that Hema Diwakar has a vision and she's doing a lot of things. But I think that I'm just about now to introduce to you a man, Dr. Naveen Rao, and introducing Hema Diwakar in front of introducing Naveen Rao is like showing a candle to the sun. Such is the intensity and brightness of the work that this great gentleman is doing on the flagship program or the signature program of MSD for Mothers, which is all about saving lives. Few of us in the country who were fortunate enough to meet him, to interact with him, because we were directly associated with this initiative from the year 2013. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have the proud privilege of showcasing Dr. Naveen Rao to this August gathering on this occasion of the FEN Congress where the Manyata is being launched. Yes, today you have the pleasure and privilege of meeting him, but let me tell you that there are more than 6 million women right across the world as of today who have not seen Naveen Rao, who don't know who he is, but through the MSD for Mothers initiative, their lives have been saved and the families are happier today because the mothers are doing. The scale of this initiative in private sector to ensure quality of care, in Naveen's own words, what keeps him going is to be able to make a difference in people's life. And yes, saving the mothers is definitely going to let the families celebrate life, and that is the key initiative that Naveenji is driving at the moment. We are very, very proud that he is an Indian. He had his medical education in our own country and went on to do the board member of the internal medicine and practiced internal medicine in New York for 10 years before he joined the MSD in 1993 as the medical director and created centers of excellence, centers of research, center for regulatory and medical affairs, then went on to head the specialty division of MSD, and from there on he moved to be the managing director of the MSD. Then the Asia Pacific tenure brought him back to our country before he moved back into the United States in the year 2011. He is one of the strongest pillars of MDG5 Alliance, which works in synergy with the UN agencies, and we are really blessed and proud and privileged to have him here on this occasion, to hear from the very same person who is behind this mega initiative called Manyata, Dr. Naveen Rao. It's my proud privilege to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, with his vision and mission on the long journey that he has set out, and we have embarked with him to make a difference to saving lives. Dr. Naveen Rao, please.
Namaskar. I'm not sure, after that introduction, I'm not even sure I know how to address you. But if you'll bear with me, just so that I can break it up and give you the perspective from my point. So there are 10 people here, and there are 10 rows here, if you can all stand, and you also can all stand. Just stand up, please, for me. The 10 rows, all of these and all of you. And that's about 200 people. Just stand, please. You can indulge me. It's good for you, for your stretch also. Just to put it in perspective, this is how many healthy young women are going to die today. Just look around. This many, all preventable. No reason they're dying other than the fact that we have yet to decide they're worth saving. Think about it. They're young, healthy, they don't want to die. They're dying because we look at them. Every day. Tomorrow, Diwali, Sunday, Christmas, no holiday. Yeah, please sit down. Thank you. I just wanted to put in perspective. This many will disappear today, and that is unacceptable. That is totally unacceptable. I want to give you another story that in my mind, as was said today, that Shilpa very accurately stated that the woman in India is culturally conditioned to put herself behind. And in a way, the woman says, I will give you 364 days. I will take care of you, I will take care of your family, I'll take care of your mother-in-law, I'll feed you, I'll do everything. But one day, 365th day, which is the 24 hours around the delivery, protect me, give me that one day. She basically is saying she'll give you 364 days, give me one day, protect me when I'm delivering. And that is the day we look away and let her die. So for us at MSD, we said that is unacceptable, what can we do? The question you may ask is, what is a company like MSD doing in this space? This is our corporate responsibility initiative. We have a long history. We are 125 years old, we have 75,000 employees, billions of dollars in sales, but we are really proud of our humanitarian legacy. And even here in India today, we have our MSD India that believes in this science and service where we meet. Just to give you two examples of the company I represent. One is the story on river blindness. I don't know how many of you